Hello, Aquarius. Welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so of course everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel, Revolve 3 Tarot. She'll review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Whoa. What? What? Oh my goodness. What are you doing, Aquarius? What are you doing? Who's the... I know Aquarius is gonna be real dry with their humor, but who's the smart ass around you? Who's the smart ass around you? Okay, so jumping into this, we'll see. Someone, I don't know what this is about. I feel like I do, but at the same time, I feel like I'm a little curious myself as to where this will go. But jumping into this, Aquarius, what you show me, you are definitely feeling some sort of strong emotions and feelings here. And I kind of feel like it might be regarding or for someone. You've been carrying these emotions around with you. It's like kind of like in your backpack or something. And you've been kind of carrying these emotions around, trying to figure out like what to do because of how you feel. I don't exactly know. But you're kind of, it's interesting because you've made the conscious decision of what you want to do, but you haven't done it yet. And so you're kind of saying, I planned this far up in advance, far up and ahead. You're having the realization of when to make that decision, but you're also having the process that you're going through of when to do it. Because you're kind of saying, well, it seems a little bit risky. There's a bit of a risk there, but emotionally speaking, it's interesting because it's kind of like with the risk, you're kind of weighing out the risk versus reward about whatever this is. You're giving yourself some time. And that's what's fascinating is this energy of kind of giving yourself some time and literally watching the clock, tick tock, tick tock. The longer you watch the clock and the longer that life kind of rolls on by, you're saying, you know what, actually, I'm not too sure anymore. So you got to go through this energy of a little bit of soul searching until it's kind of like you're waiting to pretty much align with what you feel called to do. It's kind of like you're having to, if you could energetically readjust your your energy body, that's what you're doing. It's almost like when someone has kind of like straighten themselves up and get in uniform and prepare themselves. That's what you're doing energetically speaking. And that's what's very fascinating because I feel like for you're having this intuitive nudge about what it is you're feeling, what it is you're experiencing, what it is you're realizing, not only about the situation, maybe someone, but also you're having these realizations about yourself. And this is what's fascinating, Aquarius, is these realizations about yourself is what you're taking to heart the most. The equivalent of, well, no one can talk shit on me harder than I can talk shit on myself. You kind of give me that kind of hard external, shell or armor, if you will. But whatever this is, you're kind of like saying, well, but I have to still do something. So I'm going to stand my ground and do what I got to do and push forward. Yeah, it almost kind of seems and feels like whatever this you've discovered, Aquarius, are you going to stand by it? Are you going to fight for it? Or are you going to drop it and be like, nah, I'm going to walk away? Whatever that is, I'm not too sure exactly what that is. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Oh, my goodness. Well, okay, we're going to keep doing this, huh? Yeah, there you are. Yeah, so it's for someone. You have these emotions for someone. And it almost kind of seems and it feels like it could be someone either one at your workplace, work environment, possibly a coworker or colleague, or this could be someone that you just literally see as this could actually have potential to work out between the two of us. I feel like it's the other one. You're seeing them as like a potential that things could work out. But what's fascinating is you're kind of saying like this could actually work. This could actually work with them. I don't know what goes on with that. It could be within your workplace. It really do. It feels like it could be within your workplace. But it also feels like it could possibly be a literal, you could turn something that you do love into what you do for work. Could be either or, but ultimately you're saying you've already got this, which is interesting. It almost kind of seems and it feels like you are accepting of it, but where it's actually headed later on down the line, that's a little bit choppy. You're showing me it's like, well, what you have currently in place going on for yourself isn't necessarily going anywhere. And that seems to be the problem. Even though there's this energy of you are learning more about your situation and your circumstances, it's creating an energetic fixation on what to do. It's like now you're kind of like, well, now I want clarity. Now I want breakthroughs. Now I want realizations. Now I want answers. And you're going to stay put and wait for those answers. You're going to wait for this energy of like, well, I'm going to wait once again for my situation and circumstance to change. You are getting your clarity and you are getting your answers. What I don't understand, Aquarius, is these answers and clarity that you're getting. You're realizing that what you do for work, you absolutely do not give a shit about. And this is what's very fascinating. You do not give a shit about what you do for work, but you find yourself literally daydreaming and fantasizing about what you could possibly be doing instead of work. It's like, okay. For some reason, it's like the heat and the pressure is on. For some reason. Literally. And you're kind of turning it on as well. What's that about? That. I feel like ultimately you're choosing yourself. You're choosing yourself, but that's what's interesting is you kind of show me this energy of like proud or pride. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna choose the. I'm not gonna do anything yet, but you're definitely looking. It's almost like you're looking for what can take you up and take you up a notch or take you up a level. That's very fascinating. You're like, but ultimately, I'm pretty much dedicated and devoted to myself. So, of course, if you are dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with a water sign, a fire sign, an earth sign, or an air sign. They're all here. Goodbye.